So hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video will be a budget with me, and if this is your first time coming across my channel, hi, my name is Sharell. I like to make budgeting videos because your girl is broke and she's off track, and I decided to go ahead and try something new and get my finances in order. So if you're interested in following me along on my journey, make sure that you go ahead and like this video, number one, hit the subscribe button because it's free, okay? And watch this video all the way to the end, and make sure you hit the bell too so that you're notified of when I upload next so you don't miss any videos. So this is my budget planner. I do use Erin Condren Deluxe Monthly Planner. As you can see, we are in the month of September. I am not new to this, but I am not true to this because I have been budgeting off and on for the last couple of years, but with the pandemic and everything else, for the most part, everything has been a little out of whack. I do want to make sure that I stay in frame. So when I was most accountable is when I was actually filming these videos, so I decided to start doing that again. So if you've never seen a deluxe monthly planner, this is what it looks like. It comes, you know, with the page before. You get the little tab, and I do have the colorful. This is the September view, calendar view. You get another page here, a dashboard page, and then you get your little basic line pages in between the month until you get to the next month. So I do, for the most part, like to do my budget on this paper away from the coil because I am left-handed, and that's just the way that I like things to go. I will be using my own budget kit. I do create these. I'm not selling these. So, you know, if there's enough demand for it, eventually I would like to go ahead and open up my shop. But for as of right now, I will not be selling any stickers. I will only be making mine. And to be completely honest, I've had a sticker shop for quite some time, and I am in the process of doing some rebranding, so that's one of the reasons why I am not selling any stickers right now. I should have had like my scissors, not my scissors, what you call it, my tweezers, but that's okay. I don't have on any nails right now, so that should be fine. So I'm just gonna go ahead and lay down my script, and then I'm going to attempt to get out my headers, which I hope doesn't give me too much of a problem. That's one of the reasons that I don't use them. I feel like this is so crooked, but I'm just gonna leave it. The strip will, what's the name it? The strip will hold it down. So now that I have my income header down, and I'm just strapping stickers and all kind of shit all over the place. As you can see, I'm a little rusty dusty. I don't want to put my foot on there. I will be using one of these pens. I just got them from Amazon. If you guys would like, I will go ahead and link them down below in my Amazon store. It is .35, which is very thin, as you can see. So I'm just going to use this pen, and I'm just going to go ahead and start with my income. For right now, my income is only income source is actually for my job. But I'm hoping for very soon for it to also be shop income, a part like variable income. So I'm just going to put hourly here. And I'm going to go back to the calendar view, just so I can kind of tell you how it came up with my income for the month. Obviously, it's based on how much I get paid an hour, but also September for me, and maybe for you, depending on how you get paid. I do get paid weekly. Is a 5-week month, which it all depends, but it's a 5-week month. So I do get paid on Friday. So there are 5 Fridays in September. So I will be getting paid 5 times this month. Now that is based on what I get paid an hour, which is none of you hoes' business. So I am just going to double check my math really quick. Ooh, shit. And there we go. So what I have budgeted here is for $3,500 that I will have coming in for this month. That's okay, because after I'm done with this, I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna fuck Karen up. I do like to call my silhouette Karen, because this is the bullshit that she be doing sometimes, but it's okay. The strips from the little washi, if I can get it out. Oh, these cut better. That's so annoying. If you see a book over here, I do pre-plan in like a TN, I think that's what it's called, before I actually put it down in here, because these plans ain't cheap. I don't want to make no mistake and mess up the paper. So first things first, I do like to split my expenses between fixed and variable. And my fixed expenses just means the expenses that the price is not going to change. So mainly all of my bills are under fixed expenses, as well as 2 other things, but I'll talk about that when I get into it. So for rent, I do budget $750. The next thing that I have are tolls. And I'm gonna budget $309. Now this for right now is a thorn in my asshole. Pay your tolls, number 1. Number 2, don't let people drive your car, because when they don't pay your tolls and the tolls back up, they come after you. And unfortunately, you are responsible for them if the car is registered to you. And this is what I'm dealing with. This is my situation for right now. I cannot wait till everything is paid off. It's actually not 309. It's actually 2 something, but with the fees, it actually comes to 303. But I just put 309 because I'm not some funky ass business going on with that. But I just want to make sure I budget the most instead of under budgeting myself, you know. So the next thing would be my cell phone, and I'm just gonna put phone because I know what that is. I'm gonna budget $125, which is probably gonna be too much, like I said. I do have 3 lines, so that's not bad for 3 lines. If it was only like 1 line, because I have service with my cable provider, because baby, these cell phone companies out here be trying to take your arm, your leg, and your finger, and I'm not with that for some satellite service. Like, play with your mother, don't play with me. The next thing is Amazon Prime, which they gonna count their motherfucking days, because they've been getting on my nerves. But with inflation, obviously this is just where we're at with everything. So unfortunately, a bitch has to have her Prime. So and I probably could go for the annual. That's probably something that I will end up switching over to my sinking fund, so that I can go ahead and save up the money for that. But for right now, I don't think I could afford that. And we say that a lot till we start crunching the motherfucking numbers, and then you're like, well, bitch, where the fuck did my money go? Because this is what I've been asking myself for the last 4 years. Where is my money going? And if you guys ever get to see the baddest bitch's face, you will see where my money goes, because I'm fat as fuck. But anyway, let's get back to the budget. Okay, so Amazon, it went up from a whopping $12.99 a month to $15.98 a month. It's actually cheaper than Netflix, so I'm good with that. Then we have Apple Music. And she is $10.83. And these are actually the prices with tax. I just decided to do that. So in my pre-budget, I do have a spot for Kindle, but like I said, Amazon, some shit going on. So I'm not gonna put that in for right now. I am gonna put in Big Cartel, which once I open up my shop, which I'm pretty sure is gonna be this month. Like, can't afford $10 to pay to open my website back up. It is currently closed because I'm deciding once again in my life what I'm gonna do in my shop. I'm not giving up on my sticker shop. I have had my sticker shop, like I said, for about probably 4 years, as long as I've been budgeting. I started budgeting, and then like 6 months later, I was like, oh, I'm gonna open up a sticker shop because it's so cool. And honestly, I like stickers, so yeah. So I do use Big Cartel as a platform. Right now, Shopify, I love it, but when you're just starting out, it's not the most feasible option. Neither is Etsy. So for me, you do what works for you, boo boo. The next is Instant Ink, which, if you don't know, is the HP ink program, which why the fuck I put Instant HP? Lord. Either way, I know what it is. Y'all don't know what it is, but I'm about to tell you what it is. If you buy a HP printer, they have a program called Instant Ink where they will ship out the ink to you as of no charge. It's dependent on how many pages that you print a month. So you pick a plan. The plan is by how many pages, not by how much ink that you will use, and they do ship you out ink monthly. You won't have to worry about running out of ink because it's connected to the printer. The printer will send them a signal that they need to send you ink, and then the ink ends up in your mailbox. The cheapest plan starts out at $5.99. Again, it depends on how many pages that you print. If you don't use a lot and you only paying $5.99 and you know how much an ink cartridge costs for one, then baby, that is a deal. And we love the deals over here. So I do have currently 2 printers. Also, you could go ahead and sign up for the Instant Ink Platinum, which they will actually give you the printer and the motherfucking ink. Girl. So I have 2 printers. One of them I bought myself, which I signed up with the Instant Ink, and then the other one I went ahead and signed up for the Platinum and got me a printer for free. Printer that I have originally, it cost me about $300, so I got the same printer for $0. Well, basically for $10, because that's how much I'll be paying a month. I think once it kicks in, it did come with 6 months of free without you being charged, so we got 4 more months left. So we about to make them shits count. That's why the sticker shop is coming back. Then I have PSE&G, and that is my light and my gas. It's at $100. Make sure I'm still filming the bitch, because I don't want to get to editing it, and I'm not. Then I have my sinking funds, And honestly, what I have for the sinking funds, I'm just gonna leave it blank so I actually get to my sinking fund spread, which I will be filming. So make sure again that you go ahead and subscribe. Don't be petty. Like, this is the time for people like us to get this together. When I say like us, you could be like this too and be cool, but like this, we need to get the finances in order. So I'm gonna leave this blank for right now. And we'll talk about that once I get to like my sinking fund spread, because what I actually did, and now that I'm thinking about it, I have a little bit of extra money for the month, so we'll just see. Then we're gonna go on my Metro card because the bitch is on the train. And this is for a monthly pass, and it's $152. Now, here we're gonna talk about this. I live in New Jersey. I work in New York. Now, anybody from New York knows that a monthly pass in New York is not $152. So thank the Lord Jesus Christ for that. But I do take the New Jersey Transit. So that's how much the monthly pass is for the New Jersey Transit. Honestly, that's how much a monthly used to be. And if you are on a train 5 times out the week, like one New Jersey Transit ticket, one is $5.50, round trip is $10.50. No.
Stupid.
One round trip ticket is $5.25. One ticket is $5.25. A round trip ticket is $10.50. Get it together. And the monthly is $152. So it comes out. I am on a train. I counted about 80 times. 80 times in a month. So, girl, that's a no-brainer. And then I did put this bitch iTunes on there, but honestly, I don't think Apple is a scam. The insurance is oh no. I am gonna put it. That's why I only have it for that price, because if you have kids, I got a 10-year-old. It just seems like her phone is always fucked up. So we need to keep her insurance on. I never break phones, so I don't really worry about that. But it is what it is. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go over to my variable income. So I am going to become, again, an all cash budgeter. So what that means is I will be using cash to pay for everything. During the pandemic, that wasn't really feasible because a lot of places was closed, and then they went cashless, which essentially fucked me up. I'm just using that as an excuse. Really, it was just like, yo, honestly, we need to come back to that. My variable expenses is going to be everything. Are going to be on my cash envelopes, and stay tuned because I will be doing a cash stuffing. And yeah, I'm trying to think if I'm going to venture into what we're gonna get into a vlog, because this channel is gonna be popping, I promise you. So the first one is my household expense, and I did budget $100 for that. I don't know why I did that. I just feel like, why are you putting a cents? But I already did it, so now I have to pretty much go with it. But household for me is like toilet tissue, body wash, toothpaste, all the personals plus all the paper. Over here, they hate washing dishes, so they be eating on paper plates, drinking out of paper plastic cups, and they forks and spoons. Who? Because they disappear here. I don't never understand why you buy silverware and it's gone. So I have been buying plastic stuff, and you can put it in the garbage. I don't care what happens to it. The next budget, which is the bane of my existence as well, is food. Now, the government decided that I made too much money for them to help a sister out. I don't know how, because there is no such thing as a middle class anymore because of COVID and fucking inflation. So, I am paying cash for food. I am budgeting $200 because it's not only me that buys food, but for the most part, this is what I'm budgeting, and this is for the month, sweetie. This is a monthly budget. So, yeah, $200. If you would like to see how I pay $200 for grocery for a family of 5, then you need to be following me. I don't know how many times I have to tell you that, because we over here, we know how to shop. We know where to shop, and we know where to get the stuff from. So yeah, $200. Then we're gonna go to my next cash envelope, which is planning. And honestly, I buy a lot of printable stickers, especially because I am not making weekly kits currently. That's who I'm trying to figure out as far as like my shop. This is going to be my budget for the month, which is $50, which is more than enough, because if you know, you know. Then we have beauty. Why is my pen skipping? And beauty, I'm gonna budget 50 because sister girl need her press-ons. I don't have on any currently because I ripped them off, and never do that. I ripped them off, and I'm just giving my nose a break. I was going press-on crazy. Laundry, which is not a part of household, which I hate to do. It's not so much that I hate to wash clothes, I hate to put clothes away. That's the biggest hurdle that we have to get over, and that's $40. This looks horrible compared to this. Like, this looks so, like, what the fuck is going on here? Then I have my allowance, which I give myself a little bit of spending money. And honestly, I don't buy a lot. Honestly, between plan and beauty, those is pretty much what I spend on. So I don't give myself a lot for allowance. And you'll see why, because anything else that I buy will basically be like a sinking fund for me. So you'll see that. Then we have travel. Now, don't get this confused with the Metro card. I am budgeting $100 because your girl has been through it. I did have a car. Obviously, you can see I don't have a gas category here. But I gave that bitch back. I gave her back to the streets because currently in my life, I can't afford to be financing a car. It's just not an expense that I want to get gray hairs over, because with the car comes insurance, comes maintenance, come a whole bunch of other shit. Like, the police was pulling me over left and right, sis. And I can't give the county no more of my money from no motherfucking ticket. So I gave the car back. You can have it back. But because we are used to a certain lifestyle, you have to figure out, this was like before school. So for the most part, this is like cab Uber money. Put my Uber. Now, it's under variable expenses. It probably will not be a cash envelope just because you cannot pay cash with Ubers. Don't you miss, I'm probably going to tell my age, but don't you miss the days, and we didn't talk about a yellow taxi, but don't you miss the days where you could just hail a cab? Like, there were cab drivers. These Uber drivers are not cab drivers. They're regular people like you, and trust me, I know because I used to do it. But being that is not my life. And the last and final one is unbudgeted. Now, I do put this here because sometimes stuff just happens, and I definitely spelled budget wrong. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Things just happen in life, honestly, that you don't know is coming up. I'm just gonna put a dash here because I don't budget anything for unbudgeted. If it happens, it happens. But I do like to put that in there, and it's a good way to this shit. I just feel like this is just not. So I'm just gonna put all my totals, and then we're gonna go ahead and tally up. Well, actually, I don't have to skip a line here because that's really fine. And then we're just gonna add up my totals. So we're gonna add up my fixed expenses without my sinking funds in them. and then we'll do, you know, actually I'm and do I want to do my totals? I don't know. Let's go ahead and just add up the variables. So we have $100, which I have a whole bunch of crap in the way here, so you can see. We're just gonna do this. I have $100, 200, 50 plus 50 plus 40 plus 50 plus 100 equals what I have budgeted for the month is $590. Now, when it comes to my fixed expenses, what I have available, I'm just gonna go ahead and do out the math for the sinking funds right now, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna do this again. 750 plus 309 plus 125 plus 1598 plus 1083 plus 999 plus 278 1278 plus 100 plus 400 plus 152 plus 15 equals 1,958, and that is what my what's the names are. And honestly, I might have forgot a column. That I'm just going to go right here and start to figure out. So I'm going to put my total income, which is hourly, and what we have budgeted is $3,500. Then I have my fixed expenses, and then variable. So my fixed expenses we know is $19.58, and then my variable expenses is $500 and $590. And I'm trying to be. So I'm excited to start this journey. Honestly, I'm excited to start it again. Because it's important to become financially responsible with money. And I have things that I want to do in life that requires money, unfortunately. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. If you're thinking about starting a budget, or you're living paycheck to paycheck, you know, there's no reason for that unless that's what you want to do, honestly. I was really about to put that down. So retarded. Especially if you have kids, like, because kids are expensive as hell. And I'm going to take one of my washi sheets. This is the only page that cut beautiful. And I'm just going to close out the spread because I think it'll cute. And I love a good cheetah print. When I used to get my nose done, I used to always, oh God, child. But this is the spread for right now. I am gonna go ahead and just total out my budgeted income for the month, what I have budgeted. And honestly, this is expected and what I'm gonna bring in because this is my paycheck. So yeah, that is it for today's video. Close out the video. The whole purpose of me doing this is just to see if I'm gonna have any deficits. Obviously I can see that I'm not. We could go ahead and add up my fixed expenses And my fixed expenses for the whole entire month is $2,490.58. If we subtract that from $3,500, I still have over $1,000 left. But that, you know, we'll figure that out. For right now, I'm not doing a zero base budget. If you guys would like to know the differences between the different kind of budgets that you can do out there, go ahead and leave me a comment and I'll be sure to like explain that if that's something that you want to know, like what's cash budgeting, what's zero base budgeting, what budgets. I'll be sure to, like, if you leave a comment, I get enough comments on it, I can go ahead and answer those questions if that's something that you want to know, because a million people follow a million different ways to budget. But the good thing about a budget is totally the way that you need to create your budget is tailored to you and your income. And my spread is looking. Make sure you go ahead and hit that like and that follow button, subscribe, as well as that bell so you don't miss any more videos. And make sure you follow me on my social medias, which everything will be at Rellystickerco, as well as my website when it do open. And I think that is it. I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.